Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States, according to the Heart Foundation. While genetic disposition, lack of exercise, and stress can play major roles in the development of the disease, the food we're eating could be slowly killing us. Joining us now to reveal a few foods that could give you a heart attack is Dr. Michael Dangovian. I'm a little bit nervous, I'll tell you this much, because I definitely see food here that I eat, and that's scary to me. So we're actually, things that we typically, when you think of heart attack, you think of foods that are horrible for you, but I see foods here that I assumed were okay for me. So this is kind of secretive, right?
It can be confusing. Gary Shandling, Brittany Murphy, Elvis Presley, John Candy, they all died of heart attacks. And 1 out of every 3 people in the United States dies from cardiovascular disease. That's one person every 40 seconds. And it is confusing. I've been treating patients for more than 25 years. That's tens of thousands of patients. And in my experience, I found that there are a lot of foods, a lot of things that we just really don't understand.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into the food that you brought. So not only have you brought food that we should start avoiding, but you brought an alternative to that. So let's start down here.
Well, the first thing is the All-American breakfast. I say the All-American breakfast will create the All-American heart attack. So we look at cereal, orange juice, milk, eggs, bacon. They all cause inflammation. Inflammation leads to heart disease.
Oh, no.
And bacon, by the way, is a class 1 carcinogen. If it doesn't give you a heart attack, it'll give you cancer.
Really?
So I say we make a substitution. Instead, what we can do is we can use steel oats with a nut milk instead of dairy.
Okay.
We can put berries on that, nuts. All anti-inflammatory, all will lead to better solution.
Okay.
As well as vegetables. Something to think of out of the box is steaming vegetables or just having vegetables and fruits. If you put a little balsamic vinegar on the vegetables, they create nitric oxide and they open up the blood vessels and they actually cure the heart disease.
Oh, so that's better for your heart.
Way, way better.
Okay, now what do we have here?
This is really going to surprise you. Greek yogurt, which is, everybody thinks it's healthy.
Yeah.
And because it's dairy, it creates inflammation, causes diabetes, causes heart disease, and doesn't really even prevent bone fractures.
Oh.
And that's what we think about it. But what do we love about this is that they have probiotics. So how do we get our probiotics? Well, we can use fermented vegetables like pickles, sauerkraut. And this is something that's really, you're seeing a lot more of kombucha. It's a carbonated beverage. It has a lot of fizz. Kids love it. There's some great flavors. It has probiotics, the probiotics that we need to help keep us healthy.
Okay. Man, Greek yogurt is something that I used to love and now I don't love it anymore. Okay, I'm not surprised whatsoever to see cigarettes right here. But hot dogs? I like hot dogs.
I know, and who doesn't love a good hot dog? But hot dogs increase the risk of heart disease by 47%. And by the way, it causes cancer at the same rate as smoking 6 cigarettes. So would you give your child 6 cigarettes to smoke? I think not. So why are we giving them hot dogs all day long? So I say we make a substitution. We can use a whole grain pita bread, or even here we're in Albuquerque, we can toast up some tortillas. We can use a Smart Dog, which is made out of a soy product. We can use a vegetarian chili, put some onions on it and some yellow mustard, and if you wrap it up, you put it all together, blindfold your child. See if they'll take it. They will not know the difference.
That's true. Oh
and
man,
it will
there's so many
prevent
life
heart
changes
disease.
I'm going to have to make today. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate this. If you have one tip for us, what would it be?
Well, heart disease is a symptom of the way we live our life. And if we change the way we live our life, the heart disease will vanish. It's just a matter of knowing what's good for you.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing what's good for us, what's bad for us. Thanks for the alternatives mostly, because, you don't want to just say, don't eat this, don't eat this. Now you know what you should be eating. Thanks for coming in. Now, if you guys want a recap of what you should avoid and what you should start eating, just head over to casa.com. For now, we're